A couple of weeks ago, we here at Kenda Tires took our short course off-road racers, engineers, and a few dozen sets of Kenda tires over to ERX Motor Park in Elk River, Minnesota for some of the most extreme testing you can do to a tire. After the drivers unloaded their trucks and got set up to go, we began by talking to each driver first to find out from them what their expectations were going to be prior to hitting the track. ProSpec number 29, Chad Rayford. We are out here tire testing, finally. Been a long winter.
Been 8.5 months, I believe, since Fall Crandon, so had a long off season. We totally rebuilt this truck, basically built a brand new truck, and finally get it out here in the track to test it. And
cool.
Find all the changes we made, see how everything works. And
so tire testing number one, obviously you got a new truck, ProSpec, built ground up from last year. What are you looking forward to the most for today?
Well, it's always a good test. It's obviously a good test to shake down this truck, but come out here, we got some new tires we're trying. The new MT2, that's a big staple in our arsenal now. And then the RT, they finally made the RT available to us in our size. So that's huge. And then also the AT2 also, that's been a solid tire for me. We're trying some new things. So just to try all these different tires and kind of see how they act back to back. We put them on right away, go back out, try them, come back in, try it again. So to see that instant results from the things we try.
Yeah, it's basically just going to be a comparison after comparison after comparison, get your feel for not only the tires, but the truck itself.
Right.
But we're going to be pretty excited to hear your feedback after you get out on the track, really get some seat time with these tires and the different models, the AT2, the RT, which is going to be new in that size because it's for a 16-inch wheel, and then also the MT2s, which we're also excited about. Looking forward to chatting with you in a little while after some tire testing.
Definitely looking forward to getting out there.
Heck yeah. All right, thanks, Chad. All right, Corey. Well, we want to find out from you exactly what you're expecting today out of the Kenda Cleavers. I know we're going to be running a couple of different sets, and it sounds like we're going to be doing some blind testing where you might not know exactly what set's going to be on your truck, but I guess tell us and the audience exactly kind of what you're expecting for today out of tire testing.
Yeah, for today, first day tire testing at ERX. This is a whole new program for us, so really just starting with a good starting point on some RTs and then working our way from there. I think we're going to start with some ungrooved and then see where the track goes and try to learn what these guys are doing. And it's nice having so many different tires that we can run, an RT and MT and AT. And so it'll be a little different combinations throughout the day, I'm sure. But yeah, that's what I'm excited about, is just learning all these different tires today and working with the guys and finding something that works with both of us out here and getting a good starting point before the season starts.
Yeah. All right, guys, here with number 90, Zach Zakowski in the Pro 2 truck. Zach, it's been a long winter. Truck's been worked on throughout the winter. We already had your one interview out of the way, but today we finally get to do some tire testing. So let all of us know, what are you testing? What are you looking forward to today, and maybe some expectations?
Okay. Yeah, so we built a whole new truck in the off season. So we're looking to today really just shake the truck down and get everything kind of dialed in where we like it, and then after that start running some fast paces, and then we want to test the RT versus the new MT2 back to back on this new platform and see how that is.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds good. We're definitely looking forward to seeing how you do out there on the different sets of tires, and we're going to catch up with Zach in a little while after he gets some seat time to get his feedback on the different Kenda tires and see what he thinks. So stay tuned. number 67, Corey Winter. We just got done with tire testing. Now, we tested out the RTs and the MT2s for the first time. So, Corey, give us your, you looked awesome out there, man. I mean, you were hauling. It was pretty cool. All you guys were today. It was crazy awesome. But why don't you give us your feedback on what you thought about the comparisons with the MT2 and the RTs, and just overall, how'd today go?
Yeah, it was really good. Really good start to the day. We started with some ungrooved RTs and had the guys start putting little baby grooves in them here and there, and just kind of progressing and trying to feel the differences between everything. So yeah, we got a pretty good baseline with the RTs, and we're gonna try some different front grooves tomorrow and try to get the thing rotated. Yeah. For me, for my driving style, and the MTs we threw on and just kind of took a swing at it. All the engineers and guys, it's all new to them too. So we're trying to give them as much feedback, and it's got its shining spots, and it's a little looser on the truck compared to the RT. A little bit more opened up. So yeah, just trying to get feedback for both tires, and yeah, they're both really strong candidates for the best tires out there.
So sure. Right now, do you have? I know it's hard to tell because it was only like the first day testing on, you know, the MT2s, but do you have preference? Are you leaning one way or another comparatively speaking between the RTs and the MT2s?
Yeah, they honestly were pretty similar out there. I feel like we could probably run the RT for our truck setup. A little bit more rubber on the ground, and you could definitely tell it grips hard when it hits that cushion. So we'll probably play with that one a little more, and then maybe just go out there and maybe do some minor grooves in the MT and see if we find anything that like really makes us go, wow, this can compete with that RT for us right now. So, yeah, but no, yeah, both really great steps in the right direction for us, and hoping just to help the guys out. We're learning a lot on these new tires too. So
yeah, I think everybody is, and it was, you know, from our perspective outside looking in, it was, you know, hard to tell one way or the other. But either way, I mean, you guys were just hauling ass, I think. But I think for the 2023 race season, I definitely think you're going to be a top contender, man. This thing is dialed in either way. So pretty exciting. Pretty cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we had one shakedown before we got here, and just got a little minor tweaks after the first day, but we've just been running laps and changing tires and grooves and stuff, and the truck's been dialed today. So yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
All right, Zach, so I think we had a pretty awesome day today and tested out a few different models of the Kenda tires. So let's hear your opinion, your feedback on how the different tires felt and what you feel out of today.
So the RTs are usually my go-to just because they have a very comfortable feel out in the race truck. But you know, trying the MTs today, they were really interesting. The MT2s they get a lot of side bite. I think there's something there, something we can do with it, get the truck a little faster. Yeah, I mean, they're both a great tire. Just the MT2 is definitely different. It gives a different feel to the whole truck. So I'm curious to see what we can do with that.
Yeah, I am too, because just a few minutes ago off camera, we were talking about how the MT2s, because they have so much side bite with that blockchain sidewall that's designed into it, it's almost like another tread, but that thing was just hooking in the what'd you call it?
The cushion.
And the cushion. I was going to call it the fluff, but the cushion.
Yeah. So like the track develops like a little wall of dirt, and I've never ran a tire that once you get into that wall that it actually accelerates harder. And the MT2 did that today, which the RT doesn't do that, but that was a really unique feature. That block sidewall, it gets a ton of grip on that cushion, so it's
very cool.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, it was fun to watch you guys. Fun to film it. It was, you know, there wasn't a whole lot that we could tell from our perspective, from the outside looking in, but everybody that ran today, the tires ran flawlessly. Yep. I mean, we had nobody had any issues. The tires held up just fine. They were just booking, and you guys were hauling ass. You know, there's no doubt about that.
It's really fun for us as drivers to get to try a new tire. And every tire company, you know, they're not coming out with a new off-road model every single year. So it was exciting to get here today and finally be able to try something completely different, so unique as the MT2.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think it's exciting for all of us, just, you know, being able to experience that for the first time. You know, because this is the first time the MT2s have been tried out on a race truck. So
Very cool. Very fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it really was. We definitely appreciate you getting on camera with us, giving your feedback on the Kendas, and I think it's going to be an exciting season. I think after watching you guys today, I mean, you're going to be a top contender for sure.
We hope so.
I think so. Definitely. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Zach.
Yep,
appreciate it, man. And we'll see you at the next one.
All right. See everybody later.
All right, bud. All right, number 29, Chad Rayford, Pro Spec. We just got done with tire testing, and dude, you were flying out there. Truck seemed like it was pretty dialed in, but really want to get some feedback from you, just how the tire testing day went, what you thought about the tires. Just give us your rundown on how today went.
Yeah, we had a good day. Truck out of the box was very strong. Mikey behind me, he's put a damn good setup in it, and we've been fine-tuning that so we can get ready for this tire test. So then we can really shake down the tires and feel the tires when the truck's dialed. But today we got on the RT first. We ran a set ungrooved to get a baseline, and the thing was flawless ungrooved. Like, that's unheard of in our sport. Then we added a little grooving to just some minor stuff to try it out, and you know, little differences, but nothing major. But then we were able to jump on the AT2, which is a favorite tire of mine. I've done very well on it in the past, and tried some variations of that, and had a great day with both tires.
So the AT2, now is that one grooved a little bit too?
That one has to be, it's got a shallower lug, so it needs a little more grooving than the RT. The RT's more bold and bulky.
Yeah.
But they both worked awesome overall, had their own little, little tiny differences.
Like each one has their sort of, advantages and
but
disadvantages.
Overall, they both worked great.
Yeah. So, and you had a chance to run the MT2s.
Not yet. We're doing that tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
That's going to be the first thing tomorrow morning. We're going to run that ungrooved and throw that down and see what happens. Like, I'm excited for that still. So
I'm excited too because one of the questions is like going into the season, running the MT2s comparatively to the RTs and AT2s. Which one is each driver going to be looking forward to running throughout the season? So that'll be interesting once you put the MT2s on. We get some feedback from you on that, and then maybe which one you're going to be leaning towards, because the AT2 right now is your favorite for this truck.
I'm thinking it's going to work the best with this engine package. It's a nice light tire and very good tread design, a lot of opportunity for grooving. So I think we have a lot more options, but to have that RT and MT2 in our pocket, in our back pocket, that's going to be amazing.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's very awesome. Well, we're pretty excited, Chad.
Definitely.
It was great watching you race today. I mean, you were just hauling ass out there. It seemed like you were dialed in pretty good. And
talking about taking it easy, just still getting this truck dialed, getting the hang of driving it.
That was taking it easy.
Yeah, that was taking it easy.
That's pretty cool.
And now I'm getting used to driving a manual transmission again. Shift points are different, and it's just a blast. This truck's a blast.
All right, guys. Well, it is officially the end of tire testing for the Kenda tires. It's going to be really interesting to see what the drivers end up choosing as their favorite tire throughout the season. Everyone had mixed emotions on each different tire model between the AT2s, the RTs, and the MT2s, with a very high favor of the MT2s, although each track, each situation is different, so it's going to be very interesting to see who ends up liking what throughout the entire race season. And guys, remember, these are the same Kenda tires that you and I can purchase right from our Kenda dealer. And to find your local Kenda dealer, you can find them right on KendaTire.com. Other than that, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh with Kenda Tires, and we'll see you guys out at the track.